What up? What up? What up, though? Welcome to the Academy Sports Show live on a Tuesday. We're going up on a Tuesday.
You heard that, man.
Right. Welcome to the show, everybody, man. We appreciate you joining us. It is the Academy Sports Show live from the Academy Sports Show YouTube studios. It is 7:34 p.m. on Tuesday, February the 6th. We want to welcome everybody into the show and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm your host, Joel Williams. You know how we do. It's your sports show, favorite sports show. First and foremost, let's get all the preliminaries out the way. Make sure you follow us at Academy Sports Show on Instagram. Make sure you follow us at Academy Sports Show on Facebook. Make sure you follow us at the Academy Sports Show on the YouTube. And, of course, when you're on the YouTube and you're listening to the show, watching the show, follow us on the show, you got to make sure you trigger that bell. Man. You got to trigger that bell. That way you subscribe. That way you know what's up. That way you know we are live, when we are live, when we pop it. And then you get all the information you want to get from your sports show, sports show. So, again, today's February 6th. It's a Tuesday, 7:35. Y'all know how we do. Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Friday. I mean, you just never know with us because we are not just sports guys. We also have families and lives and jobs. So, in the building, make sure you shout us out. Let us know you're here. My pops is in the building. Said, let's go. What's up, Dad? See you out there.
Let's go.
Let us know you're in the building. Say hello to us. Shout us out. Make sure you share it with somebody that you know. Let them know. Jump in right now. What's up, DC? What up, though? We in the building. As you can see, people are pouring in. They dropping their name and their hellos in the group chat. So we want to make sure everybody does that. And we get it popping. Tonight, we got a lot to talk about pertaining to one thing. Because as you know, it is Super Bowl week. So we will get it in tonight and cover everything that needs to be covered in regards to the Super Bowl. You got the San Francisco 49ers with their fan base, a.k.a. the Faithful. And then you got the Kansas City Chiefs and their fan base, the Chiefs Kingdom. They have, is it descended upon, I believe, the great city of Las Vegas. Well, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. If you know it, you've been there, you know the city. They've descended on the great city of Las Vegas for a crazy week. Dennis said it's already crazy out here as he resides in the great city of Las Vegas. So it's a lot popping this week. We got Super Bowl. We're going to talk Super Bowl tonight. We're also going to give you our predictions. We're going to break the game down, let y'all know what we think, who we think is going to win, what we think is going to happen, who's going to perform. Just answer all the questions that we may have about the Super Bowl. So we'll touch on that. Plus, we got some stories to wrap up from the NFL season. One in particular, we got to check on Dre, y'all. Okay. Dennis, man, I hope you're doing all right, fully recovered. We're gonna recap those championship games a little bit. Just touch on it. We're not going to do it in, make y'all feel too bad. We got a week to recover. You got a week to just get yourself back together. Those of you who are a part of those fan bases. So we're just going to circle back, kind of give our thoughts, and then talk about the upcoming Super Bowl this week. Plus, as always, we got trivia and we got a meme for you. Plus, Joel, do you care? So we're going to cover it all tonight. All right? We're going to get into it, and then we're going to get out of here, man. Get y'all ready. We got NFL honors coming up Thursday. The presumptuous winner of the NFL MVP is none other than Lamar Jackson. And then we got the Super Bowl on Sunday. I even watched the Pro Bowl games last week. But before we get into that, let's say what up to the man, the myth, the legend. Y'all know him as Andre, at Dre _on-air. But he's right here next to me. Dre, what up,
Head Coach Dre.
That's right. Head coach 707 Dre. He out here. He out here.
Yeah, buddy.
All the
What's
plays.
going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all, man. Like Joe says, as always, DC brother, it still stings. It still stings. It still hurts. I think I told Joel this, and then a couple of my other boys called me up. He's like, "Man, what you doing for the Super Bowl?" I said, "Brother, this is the first year. I don't care who wins the Super Bowl. I don't care because we were this close. I don't care, but it's my job, so we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
And you can come over Sunday and watch Super Bowl.
I got some stuff to get off my chest. But like Joe said, man, the show's the show. The format's the format. So let's get it. It is trivia night. The score is we up 4-1, y'all. I don't know what y'all doing, but hey, listen, it's all good over here. It's trivia night. Joel gave me a trivia question last week, so I will give him the question this week. As you know, trivia goes as such. The hosts give each other a question. If you, the field, get the answer correct in the chat, you guys get the point. If you don't get it right, you don't get the point. If we get it right, we get the point. If you don't get it right, we don't get the point. The obvious stuff. But the catch is, if you have the cojones to put your answer in the chat first, that goes for everybody. So you best be right. All right, Mr. Williams. What you got? What's that?
All right. I know I just said, hey, mama.
Oh, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, he's counting. All right.
So, just coming off a Pro Bowl week, okay? There's a guy named Travis Kelce who's been nominated to the Pro Bowl, but didn't go to the Pro Bowl because he's in the Super Bowl. He has 9 Pro Bowl selections in his career. Did I just freeze? You
are frozen, sir.
Did I just freeze? Ain't this a bitch? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Kick me out.
Wait, you almost broke through. No, you're still frozen. You moved a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to curse. Nope, I'm moving. It didn't happen. All right, yeah, you gotta kick me out.
All right, here we go. Out you go. All right. And there's the bell, Dennis. You asked for it. We'll see how he does in the background. So I have no idea what the trivia question is. So we're kind of stuck in trivia night mode. However, before we get into trivia night, he's really gone now. As you can see, I'm now expanded. There's no more alignment here. Yes, but anyway, so Dennis, it's crazy out there, man. I saw some of the highlights from the media extravaganza. No, you can't steal the neighbor's Wi-Fi. It's not the way to go. You're correct. From the media extravaganza. And I saw some people online kind of hating about it because they were saying that it was being modeled like WWE. So you had one player from each team, specifically the player that's like kind of the opposing position. So they have both the quarterbacks out there, then they have both the running backs out there, then they have both the tight ends out there. So it's a few different positions, and they come out, they talk, they get asked questions, and the fans get to like chime in and just go nuts. It sounded like from the highlights that the faithful, aka the fan base of the 49ers, was representing, like they were just outdoing everybody else. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I'm not sure if it was as like exciting as it looked, but feel free to put that in the comments and let me know. As Dre is back and he's no longer frozen. Dennis says CBS posted up in front of the Bellagio as a nice booth too. I was just bringing up the media night last night was a different format where they had they had two players come out and answer questions from a guy, from a media, from a sportscaster. Thought that was kind of different. I don't know. Sounded like the faithful 49ers fan base was the loudest. And the underdogs definitely
the introduction was long, Mr. Buffer.
wow, really?
The AFC. I was like, Jesus. Boy, gasket.
Yeah, the little fella from Fox 5, that young sportscaster kid, I heard he was doing an excellent job on NFL Network last night. So good for him. All right, are you ready? You're back?
Let's try this again.
All
right. So we got 9 guys between the ranges of 11 to 9 Pro Bowl selections of active roster guys. All right, I think Tom Brady is number 1 with like 15 or 17. We're talking about active roster guys. Travis Kelce is in that group at 9. Give me 5 more guys. Active roster between 9 and 11 Pro Bowls.
Active roster guys.
Active
between
roster
9
guys. QBs, D linemen, O linemen.
Between 9 and 11 Pro Bowls?
Give me 4. Give me 4. Just give me 4.
And they have to have at least 9.
At least 9. The top guy has 11 active, but at least 9. Think of guys that's been around for a while, that's been good for a long time.
All right. Sorry, Dennis. Yeah, I know we were, but I can't come to Vegas to watch
I had
2
my
teams
ticket
I
ready.
don't support.
I had my ticket ready. Somebody's playing.
All right. 4 guys that have played in 9 or more, have 9 or more Pro Bowl selections currently on an active roster. Man. This is a hard question.
No, just to think of good players for a long time.
All right. Let's go. 4. Let me get Julio Jones.
Julio.
Do they count if they went to the Super Bowl and didn't play?
No, they were just a Pro Bowl selection. Like I said, Kelce got 9. He didn't go to 9 Pro Bowls.
Right.
He didn't, he didn't go to all of them. He was at Super Bowl.
Okay. All right. So let's go. Yeah, let's go with let's go Julio's 1. Let's go man. He ain't been around long enough. Man. This one's stumping me because I'm just like blank on like where to even start. Okay. Wide receiver. Been in the league a long time. Let me go Julio, let me go D-Hop. They play like multiple teams. Yeah, because Texans, Arizona, Tennessee. I like that guess. Let me swing to no active roster. New England, Buffalo.
4 active guys that have 9 or more Pro Bowl
selections. I bet this list is going to piss me off too when I hear it. God, you got to have been around for a minute though. Has he been in the league long enough? I'm going to go Amari Cooper. Frick, wait, hold on. But Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, give me Aaron, give me DeAndre Hop, give me D-Hop. Flag on the question. Give me Aaron Rodgers. He hasn't been in the league long enough. Yeah. Okay. Give me Aaron. Give me Russ. Give me D-Hop. And give me Aaron, Russ, D-Hop, and Coop.
And Coop?
Yep.
You said Julio. You want Julio or Coop?
No. Let me go Julio instead of Coop. So A-Rod, D-Hop, Russ Wilson, Julio Jones.
All right. I just put them in the chat just so I can remember. But you can still change them. Is that the 4 you're going to go with?
Yeah, man, I don't.
Ain't nobody else said nothing. So that's why
I'm changing them.
I put it up there just in case somebody else throws something else out there. But you can still change them if you want to.
I don't trust changing them, so that's my final answer.
That's your final answer. All right. So Travis Kelce being a part of these 9 people who has 9 or more Pro Bowls. So let's start with the guys at 7. The guys at 7, Justin Tucker, Jalen Ramsey, Jason Kelce, Julio Jones.
Dang it. I was gonna pick Jason Kelce as well, but I was like, nope, he ain't been enough.
Did Derek get this in before I started talking?
No, he did not.
Okay. The guys at 8, Tyreek Hill, Cam Jordan,
no.
Kyle Juszczyk,
no.
Khalil Mack,
no.
Patrick Peterson, Tyron Smith, Von Miller.
Wouldn't have guessed any of those guys. All right, good.
Those are guys sitting at 8.
This is a tough one.
All right, the guys sitting at 9, Russell Wilson.
Yes.
Bobby Wagner, Jason Peters, Zach Martin, Travis Kelce.
Okay.
The guy sitting at 10, Matthew Slater, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Donald. Guy sitting at 11, Trent Williams.
Well, neither one of us got it anyway.
So, yep.
That was a hard question. That list doesn't piss me off. I wouldn't have thought of half of them guys.
Okay.
Because I don't pay attention to the Pro Bowl selection, folks, enough.
Gotcha.
That was a good one, though. Very good question.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I got 2.
You got 2?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. D-Hop went on the list. Julio missed by 2.
This is some Dallas Cowboys not reporting type issue question security. Oh man, yes, that was a good question. Stumped the host and the field on that one.
I tried. All right, so that's trivia night. You got trivia questions to the fellas. We'll give it the question out to the field, and you guys can go ahead and talk about it.
Send it to me next week. If you want a trivia question to go up, send it to me. I am on Trivia Ask next week. You know how to find me. You can DM me on I am on IG, JWill_02, or you can hit me up on Facebook Messenger at Joel Williams, or hit us up on Academy Sports. We'll get the message.
All right. First meme. I had to make one since I couldn't find one. Start bench cut.
Ooh.
We got sports movies.
Ooh.
Start bench cut. Friday Night Lights. Remember the Titans and Ali. Boombaye. Start bench cut. I was gonna put Rudy on here, but I feel like that would have been maybe a cut for some people.
All right. So start bench cut. I'm starting to remember the Titans. Basically, anything with Denzel is
goated.
That's it for me. Personally, I'm benching Friday Night Lights.
And I'm football over boxing.
I'm cutting Ali. Yep. So I read the book Friday Night Lights. I was very interested in the movie. So when it came out, I was very interested in the movie because the book was really good. And I grew up in Ohio where high school football was huge back in the day of when this took place, where there's only basically there were like 5 states in the United States that had big time high school football. And it was Ohio, Florida, Texas, California, and Pennsylvania. Where like you had the two Midwesterns, the folks from down south. Then you had Texas and Cali. That was like when it was big time, just high school football. But so I'll go. Y'all go remember Titans, Friday Night Lights, and I'm cutting Ali. Will did a great job in that movie, by the way. But that's not one of the ones I watch over and over again. Like I watch Friday Night Lights or Remember Titans again. That's where I'm going with it. Yep.
All right. What they say?
Then it said, start the Titans, bench Ali, and cut the lights.
Cut the lights.
And Leonardo said, remember the Titans are starting. He's benching Friday Night Lights, and he's cutting Ali. Me and Leonardo, as always, on the same page.
Yeah, I think me and DC are on the same page today.
Oh.
Remember the Titans, it is goated. You know, you scroll through the TV, it's on. It can be on in the background. You can watch it.
Yep.
One of those movies. I actually really like Ali. Here's my thing about Friday Night Lights. I've probably only seen it like 1.5 times, like to be completely honest.
Gotcha.
So I've probably seen Ali more than I've seen Friday Night Lights. I like Friday Night Lights, the TV show. I didn't watch the movie until maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, to be honest.
Oh, okay. I didn't get too far into the TV show.
Clear minds, full hearts, can't lose. That was my joy.
You want to win? Put Booby in.
Destroyed himself. But yeah, that'll be my go-to. All right, so we're flipping how we're doing it. So we're gonna say the Super Bowl talk and the Lions for the end. We're gonna go through Joel. Do you care? Since we haven't been here in a couple weeks, and let's go through some of these topics, and let's just see if you cared. What happened?
Get my bell hand ready.
I don't think any of these are too egregious. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get a 0 or a 1 today.
Okay.
But I don't know. Let's see how you feel. Let's see how you feel. Joel, do you care about the coaching cycle? Let's talk about the coaching cycle. Did any of these surprise you, shock you, send you over the moon, or is it just whatever?
Surprise, yes. Raheem Morris to Atlanta. Callahan to Tennessee. No, and Mayo, New England. All three of those were surprises to me. No Belichick.
No Belichick.
Yep, no Belichick. And
no Ben Johnson.
No Ben Johnson, which word on the street, though, is his asking price was a little high, which I thought was interesting. I think he was trying to play the whole, like, well, I got a good thing going, so if y'all don't pay me, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm surprised at those. And a couple more black faces than normal. So this is a 7 for me. I care.
What?
Yep. The Raheem Morris one is interesting to me because everybody talks about like how good of a coach he is. He hasn't had the long-term success. He's had like that spark success like Antonio Pierce had this year where they hire him as an interim and then he's the guy and everybody does really well. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. I just feel like that Falcons are like this fledgling organization that just keeps going in the same circle of mediocrity. So it's like a place where coaches go to die. But yeah, it's interesting. And then a lot of the DCs. A lot of DCs got jobs, right? McDonald gets a job. Quinn gets a job. So I think those two are interesting. It's a kind of a little bit of a youth movement. Callahan gets that job in Tennessee, pisses me off because he ends up bringing his dad in. His dad's like one of the best offensive line coaches in the game, coming from my Browns. So I'm a little upset about that, but I understand. And then the Gerard Mayo head coaching selection is interesting because he sat there in his press conference and was just like, yeah, it's a black name. So that's just, it's going to be interesting. Go ahead and walk that line there, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a back thing. Derek Gardner says no Vrabel. So does it shock you the names that we don't see? No Vrabel, no Belichick. These are guys that will probably be around next coaching cycle.
Yeah, I think Vrabel's around next coaching cycle. The word on here's the word on Vrabel, right? He's really good. Everybody says that. Toughness. That Tennessee team, no matter how like underwhelming they were from a talent perspective, they were always going to punch you in the mouth. They seemed to like always be there in the end when it came to playoff time. They were also playing in the AFC South, which is kind of interesting. So he'll definitely be there a second go around. He'll probably have a job second go around next year. He's the one, though. I'm not surprised that Belichick didn't get a job. I think a lot of people have made up in their mind that the value in the Belichick-Brady leans towards Brady because he went and won another Super Bowl, right? So I think a lot of people just kind of knock it and think Belichick's maybe it's just time, like Saban, it's just time.
Yeah,
maybe it's the game's passed you by. So this will be interesting to see how some of these guys do, especially in a league where it's what have you done for me lately, and half of these teams aren't going to be good next year.
For sure.
Like the Commanders going to be what's that?
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. Like you got an old DC and Ron Rivera, and then you shipped him out to get another old DC and Dan Quinn, which looks like they're going to reverse jobs anyway. Rivera's going to take probably the DC job in Dallas, so they just took each other's jobs. So yeah, I don't understand that one really. Harbaugh I get, Pierce I get, Mayo I don't think that's going to work, but we'll see. The Raheem Morris one I'm actually really excited about because, like you said, the players are excited for it. Like all his old players are saying, like this is the guy. Like he's a guy. He needs a second chance and being a head coach. So I'm excited to see what he does there in Atlanta, and I hope he does well. And then the Tennessee thing too, like to your point, like you're in a kind of mediocre division. So you've kind of been winning here or there in that division. So, why shake that up a little bit? Maybe you lost a locker room, maybe not. I don't know. But it just seems like an easy division to keep a job. So as long as you win the AFC South every once in a while, you're good there. But he didn't have a lot of offensive weapons there.
Never did. They traded him away all the time.
Traded out. I mean, they traded A.J. Brown right when he got to his peak. They were going back and forth on quarterbacks there. Derrick Henry was the guy, and then this year, all of a sudden, he wasn't the guy, which was kind of weird. So, yeah, I see Tennessee looking as a revolving door. I see Carolina looking as a revolving door.
Why would you want to work there? Golly.
You have no assets in Carolina. Zero.
Yes, the organization's horrible.
Zero. Zero. Leonardo wants to know who is the Michigan new head coach?
Sherrone Moore. I feel like he's trolling. I feel like he's trolling, but okay. Yeah, Sherrone Moore. And then Vrabel will be a defensive coordinator or midseason hire for the first coach fired. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think
I wonder if just the Vrabel thing was it just a situation where like maybe they just weren't ever going to go any higher than they had gone?
Maybe it's possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe
that's fair, Leonardo. Yeah, it's Sherrone Moore. And every day you see an Instagram post about how another coach is going to follow Jim Harbaugh. So.
All right. So what number was it?
7. This is a 7.
All right. So, do you care that this man is being blackballed out of the NFL?
Hey, man. This will be a 4 for me. This will be a 4 for me. I actually want to give it a 3, but this will be a 4 for me. I care a little bit. But But I'm gonna tell you what I think is gonna happen with this guy. He's gonna be an OC in college, and he's gonna go to a university as an OC or as like a offensive assistant specialty coach or whatever they call those guys, analysts. So somebody create a job for him just so he stays in coaching. And that team's going to light up the scoreboard. He's going to work his way back. I don't know what the truth is about this guy. You got some players out there that hate him. Then I heard a report the other day that I thought was interesting. Kansas City's offense hasn't looked the same since he left. I thought that was an interesting.
They're in the Super Bowl though, so
right. But this year they're scoring below 20 a game. They've got a stellar defense. So some people say their offense hasn't been the same. I was like, that's interesting. You kind of always wondered, what was so big about him, the big name calling with Washington, because he's the OC there. He's not the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what anybody says. If you've coached this sport before, you need talent. Okay. You can be a great coach, but you need talent. But I think he's going to end up going to college. They're going to light the scoreboard wherever he goes. And he'll be as an OC. He won't go somewhere as a head coach. And then he'll work his way back to the league. But, man, the line is real thick on this one on which side you're on, because my man, either they love him or they hate him. And Jalen said they blackballing him. He's the new Mark Jackson of the NFL.
All right. You said that's a 4?
That's a 4, yes. That's a good call.
Does he have college ties anywhere? I only know him as an NFL coach.
I only know him as an NFL coach, but I mean, he was an excellent running back at the University of Colorado. So my guess is in the coaching world, he probably has a couple ties.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. That's a 4. Do you care? You said, did you enjoy the Pro Bowl festivities this weekend?
This is an 8. I enjoyed it.
Are they getting it right?
They are getting it right. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Thursday. I enjoyed Sunday. I watched the whole Pro Bowl game championship on Sunday with the 7-on-7 with the flag kind of format plus the games in between. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching the camaraderie. They were mic'd up. Get to hear some play calling and stuff like that. I enjoyed it.
Wow.
You got an 8 out of me, man.
Got an 8.
Yep.
For the Pro Bowl. Take the pads off and let them have fun.
Take the pads off and let them have fun, and nobody gets hurt.
All right, Joel, do you care about the NBA All-Star selections? Listen, sir, we're gonna have to pivot the NBA soon. We need to get it. We need to brush up on what's happening.
Okay, I'm be honest, transparent here. This past 2 weeks, I've been trying to slowly but surely take in some NBA. Okay.
Yep.
It's hard. It's painful to watch. I watched, and I don't know if I said this on the last show, so I'm going to say it again. I watched LSU, South Carolina, women's basketball over Golden State versus the Kings because there was more entertainment value to me in that women's game, which it was a very good game that South Carolina ended up winning. The NBA, they don't play defense. It gets on my nerves. I don't want to see 156 to 152 every night. It's not. I just get off my lawn, right? So this is a 2 for me.
How about they changed it back to they don't do the picks anymore? They don't do the captains and the captains pick their team and all that stuff. They got rid of that part. Does that take it down?
That,
Take it up?
yeah, listen, I'm trying to stay away from the zeros and the ones. I'm already at a 2, and I'm gonna hold there. Like we're back to the selection process, and we're back to the who got snubbed complaints. Ooh, never mind. I'm giving out a 1 tonight.
I didn't mean to click it. Dude, you can't listen. This is third all time. You got 100, you got 81, now you got 73. Luka Doncic. He's forever in the record books. You cared about 100. You cared about 81. Why don't you care about 73?
You know why? I'll tell you why we cared about those numbers. Because they played defense, so it was hard to do. It was hard to do. It was what Kobe did was hard to do, even though he put up 85 shots to do it. It was hard to do back then. You could still touch a guy. You could still foul a guy hard. You still could low-key threaten someone for coming in the paint a little bit. Now, who cares? He probably shot 15 for 18 from three-point range. I mean, his stat line is probably I bet you his stat line is not, like his points in the paint were probably not like tremendous. These are probably all jump shots and pick and roll, pick and pop. Like, and who did he do it against? The Ann Arbor Mites? Like, who did he score this against?
He did it against Atlanta, the team that drafted him.
Ooh. Way to stick it to him, Luka. Like, nobody even remembers that they drafted him.
25 for 33. 8 of 13 from 3. 15 to 16 from the free throw line. That's solid. 8 threes is a lot, but that's solid.
8 threes. He took 33 shots.
33 shots for 73 points.
You know what other sport where you see the number 33 after the slanted line? Quarterbacks, 25 for 33, 340 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So what? This is nothing anymore. Didn't Embiid give us 60 just the other day?
A lot of people just gave us 60 the other day.
Yeah. Didn't Spida for Cleveland?
Embiid gave us 70.
70? 60,
yeah.
70? Spider Mitchell put up 70-something last year, didn't he? Didn't Devin do this one time?
Yeah, 60 at least, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's a 1 for me.
It's a 1 for you. Yeah. I tried to stay out of the 1. Sorry, Luka. Didn't know you felt that way for you.
I'm gonna try to have a better spirit about this when we have to talk about the NBA.
Last one.
Curry had 60. See? Everybody had 60.
Do you care that Cam Newton called Brock Purdy the 10th best player on this team? Cam Newton has been on fire lately with his hot takes. Are you going to crap on him too?
I absolutely am not. So I still don't really care. This is like a 5 for me. It's like right in the middle. But if I had to give him a number for his hot takes, I'm giving him a 10. And here's why. I like to hear the arguments from both sides. And the one point that I think is his strongest point, his strongest defense is this. Whenever he has a hot take, listen to what the opposite side says. The opposite side never comments on what he said. They always demean him. It's like the machine. Like they literally tear him down. And then he'll go back on his post and he'll put up the comparison and then kill you with the numbers. And I think he's right. Now, 10th best player, I think that's a little much. I don't want to say 10th. I don't know about 9 guys better than him on the team, but he's not top 3. Not top 4. I can name 4 guys I think that are better on his team. CMC, Debo, Bosa, Trent Williams. That's 4 right there. Hell, Ayuk 5. I mean, I can't think. I could probably name 4 more, but I don't know. Warner, that's 6.
Greenlaw.
Warner, Greenlaw, that's 7. I don't know about Juszczyk. Kittle, that's 8. Maybe he's number 9.
Juszczyk. Come on, give the fullback.
I'll put Juszczyk at 10 and put Purdy at 9.
Chase.
Wrong? He's Chase. Not wrong.
Is Chase better than him? 10. There you go.
Man, Chase been so quiet since he went down to San Francisco. I remember when that trade happened, everybody's like, oh, man, this is going to be ridiculous. He ain't did nothing.
Chase, Armstead, Thomas.
Thomas, okay. Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, and shout out to the women's basketball. Juju on that beat, USC. 51 over the number 4 ranked team in the nation. She balling, too.
Killer Bun.
Killer Bun, yep. Cam ain't wrong. He right. Agreed. Yes, sir. That's true. There better be 9 players on that roster. That's better than him. No, Cam ain't wrong. Cam has – I don't know if a hot take Cam's been wrong about yet. The one that I really liked was the one where he tried to – I forgot which quarterback he was trying to kill, and the guy on SportsCenter came back, tried to say his piece, and then Cam put his numbers up and then put the rushing numbers up.
Yeah, he said about the rushing. It was him and Dak, I think.
Yeah.
Dak had better passing stats to him throughout their career at that point. Yeah.
So how can you go after a guy that played the game? How can he knows what he's talking about? But anyway, I digress.
All right. We only got 1-1 out of you. See? You did good.
You're good.
They're good. All right, let's talk about
73 points. Who cares?
Let's talk about Championship Sunday. Let's focus on the AFC first. Did get a chance to watch the whole game. I know you did. I did see the reaction though from a lot of people, and a lot of reaction was Baltimore choked. Baltimore choked, and Kansas City took it. What was your feelings watching the game, and how do you feel? What is your superlative for this game?
It did have it had a feeling of the Russians being involved. It did. I actually started with coaching. I thought the offensive coordinator was horrible in this game. How does the number 1 rushing team in the league run the ball 6 times in the second half? That makes no sense to me. But it's not all on coaching. Some of it's got to go on Lamar. Sir, why are you standing in the pocket for 10 seconds? Ninja, run. Okay? Run, Ninja, run.
Oh, man.
Just run. 3rd and 1. Stand back there. Just run. Go get the yard. You Lamar Jackson. I didn't understand. But then it goes back to the play call. Why are we dropping back on 3rd and 1 and you're the best running football team in the league?
That's a question.
And then finally, the other part to me was youth showed itself in this game with Zay Flowers. It's because they were trying, and then they make a big play, and then unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
Then he gets the ball again, then he fumbles at the goal line. That just, you kind of showed up and finally there was nobody else. They just didn't have anything else. No, OBJ didn't show up. They just didn't have anything else. Tight ends didn't really show up. And the defense, if you just keep playing zone against Kelsey and Mahomes, which Baltimore's a great team, great defensively, but their scheme is heavy zone. That's what you're gonna get. So, which is interesting because we know KC is not prolific at the wide receiver position, but unfortunately, anytime they play man, they even got beat up. So, disappointing, I'll say, because I wanted the Ravens to get one. I wanted Lamar to get in and get one. But, man, I blame heavily coaching. I didn't understand the scheme. And then the players have to own some of that too, because Lamar, like, what's made you great is your ability to escape and run. It makes me wonder, was he hurt a little bit? Was he beat up? Was he protecting something? Because my man did not run. He wants to stand in the pocket, which made him different this year because he could do that.
Yeah.
But at some point, bro, just take off and go.
Let's take off. All right. Kansas City, positives out of that.
I mean, it's Pat Mahomes. I mean, it took me some years to learn the Tom Brady lesson, right? Like, at some point, you just got to stop betting against him because it's just not good for your money. And this is starting to turn into one of those situations. Mahomes, Kelsey. I mean, this is a team to me that if you shut down Kelsey, you can beat them. But unfortunately, if you play zone against them, you won't beat them because now and they tried to put, I think, Hamilton on Kelsey a lot. So they were kind of playing like this kind of man under type coverage. And, KC's not trying to blow the top off. They ain't trying to throw a ball deep on you. So that's why I think San Francisco matches up really well athletically and schematically because it ain't that team. They don't have a Tyreek. It's MVS, and he might drop it. The difference,
we know Darius will.
Right. The difference this year with this team is Kansas City's difference, two things. They defend the ball well, very well, probably better than they have in all their championship years that they made this run.
Yep.
And they run the ball well. And they ain't running for 125 yards a game, but if Pacheco runs for 85 and scores a TD, and Travis gives you 8 to 10 catches, and Rashid, whatever his name is, the wide receiver number 4, gives you another 7 or 8 catches off of short to intermediate routes, that means Pat's having a great night, and they can beat anybody.
Offense is clicking.
Yep. I know. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, she came at the right time. Ba, 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 ba. Boy, they killed this guy. Boy, some of the memes. I'm surprised you didn't put those up. Dennis was sending me like a meme an hour.
Oh, it just hurts. It just hurts. We was up, what? 24-3? What was?
You were up 24-7, right?
Could have been 27-7 if you kicked the field goal. Oh, blew it. We were in the Super Bowl at the end of the half. At the end of the half, we were in the Super Bowl, bro. You kept looking at me. I said, I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to celebrate. First half,
7.5.
First half, beautiful football. Go down, score. Great defensive stops. Just wonderful executed football. Didn't look shy. Didn't look like they were scared of the moment. They went in there, a hostile environment, and performed well.
Arnold Johnson. All that yapping, and then you go doing this.
And then the second half started. Now listen, listen. We got there because of his gambles. We did, and I'll give him that. He gambled us to an NFC championship. You know, some games it backfired, some games it worked out. He worked on the probabilities. You know, 4th and shorts in the red zone, he always went for it. He had, and listen, that first fourth and 2 or 3, he had the right play dialed up. Golf had the right throw. My man just dropped the ball. Literally just dropped the ball. It was in his hands. He tried to catch it with his wrist for some reason. And you know, it didn't work out. That, and then the next one tries to go for it. They send pressure. Golf has to roll out. Incomplete pass. It's like, bro, kick the field goal. Kick the field goal. Just kick the field goal. Let's live to another day. They got momentum. I understand you trying to gain momentum back. I understand the mentality. It's kind of like, man, what was the game? Can't remember the last game. He was like, I told my guys we was going to go for 2 no matter what. Yeah, but the situation changed. The situation changed, and then play smart football. Just play smart football. I know your philosophy is your philosophy. Be aggressive. That's why we go there. But, I mean, we could have went up 3 scores with the first field goal and just have them have to rally back and battle back. Those 3 points is the 3 points we lost by. And it hurt so bad.
Yeah, it's the second. So Stu said he lost the game at the end of the first half. Should have been up 28-7 instead of 24-7. My dad said, "We know how you feel. Cleveland next year." LOL. So it's always next year. Riverboat Gambler got you to a championship game. This Leonardo pointed out. You know, I don't know about lost it at the end of the first half, but I think end of the first half. That was the first decision, right? Because that was the one where my man dropped the ball.
Straight up dropped it.
So that one I'm okay with because you're up 21-7. You end up going into halftime 24-7. So that one I'm okay with. For me, it was the second one. That was the one that I thought hurt the most. It was the second one. That second one where it was like, this is I think it was 24-14 at that point. And he needed because it was 24-14. If he kicks the field goal, you're back up by 3 scores. And he doesn't kick the field goal. That was the one that, to me, hurt the most out of all of them, because that's the one that I think knocks you guys, out in that sense. Because I think once that momentum started rolling their way, if he goes up and gets the points on the board, you might quell it a little bit. But then he goes up, he misses it, they get the ball back and they score again, and you look up and the game's tied. And they're taking the lead. So it's 24-10. That's what it was. So right here, kick the field goal. This is the one, third quarter. This was the one for me. I'm like, kick the field goal. Because you go back up 27-10, and that's the one that kind of hurt to me. Momentum was the momentum just happened. So that was the part that I think was the tough part. What do you think about that?
It just sucks. Why is it?
I didn't mind this call right here. I didn't mind the play call. The call was right. I think the guy drops the ball, right?
Trying to get all these spots. They don't want to play, so I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah. That's the one for me.
Yeah. And like I said, like Leonardo said, we got there because he gambled. I would just like him to know the moment, man. Just know the moment. Like you're literally a half away. You're literally a half away from going to the Super Bowl. Just know the moment. I understand that it's what got you here, but like you're not going to get killed the next morning because people say, well, he's been going on 4th down all year. Why didn't he go on 4th down this time? At least try. He was scared. Like, I don't think that would have been it. I think that outcome is at least more timid to this one.
Yes,
I
but
gambled and I lost. Look at this stupid fool still going for a fourth down, you big dummy, when we could have went to the Super Bowl.
but that's why they pay him, right? That's why he's the head coach.
God.
That's why it's two fourth downs in your season to me that are very interesting. It's the Dallas one after the third time that they didn't get that right, kick the dang on field goal.
Get the field goal.
And then it's this time here. But I digress. Because if this happens and they win, he's still the greatest. What a great call. It's the angst of being the coach, you know?
I don't think we're getting back, bro. I think this was it.
Oh.
I think we're gonna enjoy a stretch of being good. Oh. But we're not sneaking up on nobody no more. And we don't have all pros like that for people to get their best shot. I think this was Jared Goff's contract year.
But you got a system. You got a good
system.
This
was Jared Goff's contract year. So he's going to make stupid money. And we're going to pay him. And it ain't going to pan out. And then in 3-4 years, we got all these rookies we got to pay. And I think this is the apex. I think this was our year.
Okay.
This was our year, man. And we didn't do it. And we were so close. And I don't give a flip who wins the Super Bowl this year. Because we were this close. Like, I had my sister on standby. Make sure my Vegas ticket is ready. The first flight, I'm going to be at the airport Friday night. After work, I'm going straight to the airport, and I'm waiting until Sunday to get a flight to Vegas. Whatever way I got to get there, I'm going to get there. This flight's full. Okay, this flight's full. I'm standbying somewhere. I'm getting to Vegas. I told my boss, I said, hey, we go to Super Bowl, get my personal holiday ready on Monday. Okay, I'm not going to be here. I was ready. I was all in. It was a wonderful, magical, magnificent season as a Detroit Lions fan. I enjoy every moment of it. And it just brings you all the way back down to the same old years of now we just got to wait for the draft and be happy about that.
Oh, come on.
I don't know.
Hang in there. It
could have been us. It should have been us.
Leonardo, they still have their OC. Johnson's staying. He was up for their word is he was up for the commander's job, but people soured on him because he was asking for a high price.
Yeah, that's one of those. I like where I am. And if you want me to leave, you're going to pay me. So, good for him.
Pay me.
They could have took Glenn, though. I think he was just a Rooney. He was a Rooney interview.
When in doubt, blitz. That's Aaron Glenn. When in doubt, man-to-man blitz. You're talking about a team that understands what he's going to call in every tough situation. Yeah. When in doubt, blitz.
I think the best case scenario for this team moving forward is now players want to play for Detroit Lions.
Yeah, you get some free agents.
Players would like to play. We don't have to play. We don't have to pay the Detroit premium for you to come and play Detroit. We don't have to get the aging Pro Bowler to come play for Detroit. We don't have to get the Anquan Boldens and the guys past their prime to come here and help us out. We can get established NFL players looking to come play and compete. So hopefully that's a silver lining. Keep doing your thing in the draft. And hopefully we can get some of these more established guys. But it's just like you got to pay Jared Goff like top 5 quarterback money, and I don't approve of that. You got to pay Amon-Ra St. Brown top 5 receiver money, and I don't approve of that. And it's like Penei Sewell's coming up next year. Like you got to pay him top 5 left tackle money. It's like Jesus, like it's he just like all these
the problems.
Now the problems that come with being a good organization are going to come up. Who do you pay? Who do you not pay? Who do you keep? Who do you flip? You know, they flipped Hutchinson. They didn't want to give him the big contract coming in this year. Then you go draft a tight end. That was a good flip. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what guys are really the core guys and what guys could you flip for capital and try to, get a younger, cheaper version. So I look forward to the offseason again.
All right.
That takes us to the freaking Super Bowl.
A game that you don't care about.
A game I could care less about. If it clicks over, are you not going to click over? Are you telling me this is the last slide?
It is telling you that that's the last slide. It says 11 out of 11.
But it's not. Yeah, I have a whole nother slide. All right, Super Bowl breakdown. How do you see the game going?
I think we're in for another good one between these two teams. Interestingly enough, not the same teams per se. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Kansas City and what they can do minus Tariq.
Oh, flip, bro.
All right.
I don't care.
There is no Tariq in this one. There's no Cheetah. Defense is a lot better in Kansas City. San Francisco controls the middle of the field. The linebacker matchup against Kelsey in coverage will be interesting. Safety matchup against Kelsey in coverage will be interesting. Kansas City's defensive line always shows up. Their secondary is really, really good this year. This, to me, I think has a potential to be better than the first one.
Nice.
And you got, Purdy's healthy, so this team's ready to go. They have all their pieces. They've had a week off. Everybody's had a week off, so health will be a lot better. I think this is a back and forth game. I think you're gonna have some body blows thrown. I think San Francisco gonna throw a couple body blows. It's gonna feel like they're gonna get a hold of the game. I think Kansas City's gonna throw a couple body blows, so it's gonna kind of sway back and forth. And I think that this is gonna be one of those epic ones that comes down to the last team to touch the ball. So either Purdy's gonna be driving his team down the field for a game winner, or Mahomes will be Mahomes and again driving his team down the field for a game winner. Put your picks in the chat. Who you got? Who's your MVP? I'm picking Kansas City, bro.
Look at you. Picked against them last two rounds.
Ain't
They
do
just
it.
brought you back.
Listen, as Stu just said it, I have to. I cannot pick against Mahomes anymore. Can't do it. I think 49ers are favored by 2. I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm not picking against Mahomes again. 27-24 Kansas City in just a game of just back and forth, great performances, and Kansas City gets another one. And if you hated the Chiefs Kingdom and you hated everybody that belongs to the Chiefs, you're gonna hate them even more. Oh, Stu, don't do Debo like that. Don't do Debo like that, bro. Don't do him like that. I hope he's not really, because with a name like Debo, I really hope that's not the case. But don't do Debo like that, bro. I hope he doesn't get hurt on the first play. Purdy with 4 TD passes. Ooh. Okay. I like it.
Mr. Irrelevant wins MVP. That's what the
want. I agree. If the 49ers win this game, it is Mr. Irrelevant's MVP to lose. Or CMC. So I think either one of those guys. I think for Kansas City, it comes down to Mahomes and Kelsey. One of those guys going to win it if they win. But I just can't bet against Mahomes. I feel like San Francisco's defense is right to be the defense we think they are, but they struggled in the playoffs, and the formula is run the dang ball against them. So
yeah, they struggled against Aaron Jones. They struggled against Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yep.
And now you got the number 1 running back in the league. with a week's worth of rest coming in to run up against you again.
You talking about Pacheco?
Oh, shoot. I'm thinking about Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
now you got Pacheco coming in who runs angry, who runs very physical. And this is for the first time in a while the Kansas City Chiefs have not been afraid to run the football.
Yep. They're going to run it. Yeah,
they're going to run the football.
Yep.
To set up the pass. So, they do have the linebackers to hit, come down, hit, clog. They do have the linebackers to guard Kelsey. They do have the corners to shut down their mediocre. Like it's all in place for the 49ers to win this.
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it.
I have not bet against Mahomes and Kelsey yet. They always find a way. I gotta go. I have to go Kansas City. Like something, this just set up for an epic fight. Epic back and forth. Yep. You know, can they guard Debo sweeps? Can they guard McCaffrey up the middle? Can they guard the deep shot with Ayuk? Can they handle Purdy's scrambles, timely scrambles? Can they handle Kittle in the middle? Like, it is all set up for the 49ers. They have the best star-studded defense. They have the well-oiled offense. They have the offensive genius and Kyle Shanahan. It is all set up for them. They're on the West Coast. The crowd is going to be heavily 49er. Like, everything's set up for them. Except they're going against Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid. I can't go against Kansas City. So I will say Kansas City wins this Super Bowl. 34-28. What did you say?
27-24, Kansas City.
27. Yep. So here we go. Don't forget Mahomes can run too. Yep. Purdy with 2 fumbles. You being oddly specific right now. Did they send you the script, Stu? 2 fumbles and a pick. Yeah, I can't see it. 45-50. Oh, that's just okay. Yards. I thought that was your score. I was like, Jesus. There'd be no defense in this game.
Right.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'll see you Sunday.
Oh, man.
I guess I'll see you Sunday, man. All right. Well, any other news and notes from you, brother?
That's it. Enjoy y'all's week, man. Enjoy this Super Bowl. It's going to be fun. If you love football, you love this.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Macomb Legacy Youth, 12U football, 2-1 start. Proud of my guys. I got 3 more games this Sunday before the game. So we got a 12 o'clock start, 12, 12:30, 12:45, something like that. We be in and out. Get in and out, win these games and get out. So my head coaching career starting off 2-1. I like it. Could have been 3-1, 3-0, but we all had the jitters that first game.
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all enjoy the Super Bowl week. Enjoy it. Be safe. Be happy. And then we're rolling into the NBA, guys. On behalf of myself, Andre Douglas, Joel Williams.
See y'all next week, man. Enjoy the Super Bowl weekend.